Hey there, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. Welcome back. Sorry it's been so long. I know it's been about a month here. Um, Still working like crazy, and there really hasn't been anything too exciting to report. So I've kind of held off on waiting of making a video. It's Halloween here in the U.S. So if you are, in fact, in the U.S., happy Halloween. Or to my Hispanic family members, Feliz Dia de los Muertos. Um, you're celebrating Day of the Dead. So hope all of this finds all of you well. I know we're here in Wisconsin. It's wish I could show you the trees are changing color. The leaves are falling. It's beautiful. It's cool. Um, really my favorite time of the year. So I so just to kind of give you an update on where things are. When I made my last video, I was working actually more than I'm working right now. 60 hours a week, if not more, and getting really burned out. And I actually had told them at work that I was leaving, and I had gotten a job lined up through a temp agency, making a little bit more money, and for less physical labor. It would have been a drive, a little bit of a commute, but not too bad. Anyway, we met and they convinced me to stay. Realizing a little bit after I agreed to stay that they were not quite being truthful with me about some of the things that were said. But I'm still hanging in there. But I did take a different position, another part of the plant in the stock room, which is more predictable as far as the hours are concerned, where I'm more regularly working, a little over 50 instead of the 60 plus. And it is a little bit less physical. So as of right now, I'm just hanging in there. Jeremy is good. What can I really say? Nothing much changes there with him. He's still healthy. About a week or so ago, he was making popcorn for his unit, and he managed to burn himself with hot popcorn oil. And from what he told me, it wasn't too serious, but it was a little painful and had blistered some. But the thing is, sometimes, he will tell me it's not that serious, just so I don't worry. So I'm not entirely sure what the severity of the burns were. It was maybe 2 weeks ago, but according to him, it's healing, and I have not seen him yet. I actually saw him 2 weeks ago today. We're finally able to play cards at visits, which is really nice because we sure do like to play Brahmi. And I've been beating him pretty good, so that's where we're at there. I'm not there today like I normally would be, only because my mom's going to come with me next Sunday. So we have a visit scheduled for next Sunday. It'll be the two of us, and then maybe we'll do some, bumming or shopping afterwards. There's an outlet mall nearby his facility, so that is something that we're definitely going to look into. I have one of my incarcerated friends that I call Pops had a pretty severe allergic reaction a few weeks ago. They think to one of his medications. He ended up with anaphylaxis and got massive doses of epinephrine in order to come to keep getting breathing again. They discontinued the medication they felt was causing the problem, and knock on wood, he seems to be doing okay so far. But time will tell. He ended up getting an ambulance ride to the hospital, but he's doing okay. Other than that, let's see, what can I tell you? If you're in the Midwest or anywhere in the northern part of the country, of course, it's fall. Um, I myself will not be going to in-person visits once the snow falls. I have severe anxiety about driving, particularly in the snow, after going in the ditch a couple of years ago, so I will not drive, an hour and a half in the snow by myself. It's just not going to happen. So we're going to end up having probably video visits over the course of the winter. But he's already knows that I can't drive that far by myself. In other news, this is I'm kind of struggling right now, to be honest. I've been feeling kind of lonely, feeling kind of down. I feel like Jeremy and I are kind of stuck a little bit in the marriage right now. I know he's bless his heart is very sweet, and I don't think he sees it, but I feel like we're just getting kind of boring. We don't always have a lot to say to each other, and we get these phone calls, and there's really not much either of us says to one another, and that kind of gets me down because I know I love him, but we're just kind of in a rut right now. So just hoping and praying that we can figure out a way out of it, because it's kind of scaring me a little bit. The change of the seasons, for a lot of people can be difficult, and for me, the impending, the snowfall and my anxiety towards the driving is, certainly in the back of my mind, and I'm so sorry. So that's something to think about too. Now, thankfully, I've been at my job long enough now that my health insurance will be kicking in tomorrow. So I will be able to start seeing my therapist again, who I haven't seen in about 3 or 4 months. And that'll be nice. I have, my car, I told you guys a while back, my car's finally fixed. So I sent a thank you note to the mechanics who worked on it so diligently. I know it was a challenge for them, and it was a challenge for me to be patient, but in the end, my patience and not getting angry with them, it did pay off because they helped me out. They got it taken care of. And, what can I say? I did express my frustration, but not in a way where I was, yelling and screaming at them. I just said, don't know if you understand how important it is for me to have a working vehicle. So it pays to be kind and patient, no matter how frustrating your experience is, because it will come back to you, They completely, when I took my car in for my last oil change and this last problem that I had with it, they didn't charge me anything beyond, the oil change and things that I needed. So they didn't charge me for the repair at all. So they were really great about it, and gave me a loaner vehicle to use. I mean, they were super. So I can't complain. Other than that, my youngest son's 18th birthday is coming up. He's going to be going to school for welding once he graduates high school. I'm very proud of him, and for his birthday, I ordered him a pair of pretty expensive work gloves, but he's a smart kid, and he picks things that he knows he'll get good use out of. And so I don't feel too bad about ordering that, because he's a good kid and he's going to be successful. I'm not that my other son isn't going to be successful, but it's just different. With my older one having a disability. And I apologize for looking a little bit emotional, but like I said, it's been kind of tough lately. I've been feeling sad, and a part of it, is my marriage being kind of steel, and the rest, I don't even really know. I've just been feeling kind of down lately, and hopefully that passes soon. It always does. And it's kind of silly because this week we had a costume contest at work, and I came up with a Wednesday Addams, which I thought was pretty creative, considering it was kind of an odd idea. We had a costume contest in which there were 4 other entrants. I mean, it wasn't like there were a lot of people in my job that were interested. So I figured I had a pretty decent shot. And the winner, of course, first place went to a gal who spent some time hand making her costume, which I totally respect. And but second place went to one of my colleagues who was dressed as a rather, if I put it this way, she looked like a rather risque nun, for lack of a better term, and it was a store-bought costume, and I thought, how is that even possible? And it's just these little things in life where, I don't want to win the lottery. I don't want to win the $1 million Powerball. I don't expect that. I didn't expect to be rich. But, to once in a while just have these little successes, like winning a contest. Or, having my name picked out of, for a drawing or something. There was a drawing for this Halloween thing, too, at work. And the number that they called was one off of the ticket I had in my hand. What are the odds? Well, for me, good. Because I always seem to get screwed. And I just feel like I don't want any of the big things in life. I don't want to be a millionaire. I don't want a mansion. I don't want to be, a supermodel. I don't have those high aspirations or, expect any of those lofty things, but it would just be nice to have the little victories on occasion. Win a costume contest. Get my name pulled in a drawing. I know it seems silly for me to get upset about that, but, frankly, I was kind of peeved to the point where I almost walked out and went home for the day because I was so frustrated. It's like, why? Why does this stuff always happen to me? Why can't I just have one success somewhere? But it seems like I always get dumped on. And you're probably looking at me and thinking, she's pretty petty, but that's how I feel. I feel like no matter what, I always get dumped on in one way or another. So, it sucks. And I feel my depression, I am starting to feel a little bit depressed. I mean, I'm not going to sink into a major depression like I was in for a long time, but I'm definitely not feeling myself. I'm definitely not feeling as good as I should be. So, that's where I'm at. I'm kind of struggling right now, and hopefully one day soon things will get better. So, with all that being said, I think I'm going to call it a video. I hope that you'll go ahead and click the like button. Go ahead and subscribe and click also on the bell so you can get notified of new videos. Please go ahead and leave comments below or questions, anything you want to know more about. I'm happy to talk about with you, and I hope that won't be long before I have another video up. Thank you so much for watching.